The best way to get started in property, is to get started. That sounds confusing and crazy, right? Yeah, but what I mean is the best way to get started is to get your hands dirty. Start with something, start doing, start moving, start taking that action towards property. And you can start with as little as you can. You can start with the smallest project ever, then you graduate or you grow on to the next project and the next project and the next project. Finally, boom, voila, you're doing a big, massive project. For instance, you can start with changing the bath taps in your bathroom. Then you move to changing the door handles in your house, or you paint the house inside. Then you move to maybe painting the entire house outside. Then you move into doing the bathroom renovation, or you can also move to outside where you're now extending your sitting room, or you adding a garage outside, and you do finally a full-on house renovation, or you build a house from scratch, or you build bathrooms from scratch. So you start small and you grow your confidence to the next big project. Hey everybody, welcome to the Property Chat with me, KG. And in this week's video episode, which is episode number 5, I think. Yeah, number 5. If I'm wrong, sorry. Episode number 5, we're still exploring different ways to get started in property. And this week's video, we're encouraging you, my guy. We're encouraging you, my lady. We're encouraging you. You. I'm talking to you. To actually get started, to move. I know you've done a lot of planning, and you plan. It's a good thing to plan. I'm not against it. I love planning. I plan all the time. Even this video, I planned it. So it's good to plan. But spending a lot of time planning, it pushes you to see the challenges of not doing that project. So if you spending a lot of time planning and keep on planning, you will then get to the point of seeing a lot of challenges. For instance, you can see how expensive it is. You can also hear stories from your community, from your space, from your society where you are, about the builders and how bad the builders are. You can hear that they've spoiled someone's house and next block. You can hear stories like they don't come on time. You can hear stories about builders that they do a project here, like they take 5 projects or too many projects, and as such they don't come all the time, every time at your work. You can hear so many things about builders. I know, I've had and I've experienced. Some of them it's true, some of them is not true. But my question for you is, what stories have you had so far about the builders? Because I know the stories. So let me know in the comment section. Let me know what stories have you had about builders messing up or doing crazy stuff in this property space, in your community or wherever. Let me know in the comment section. So I also started small, like very small. Then I moved over to, as I gained confidence and experience, and I moved over to renovating the houses. And in the future, I'm looking at property development, like doing massive project, like building 100 houses. If not a house, like building that massive building that makes everyone in the city talk. Like you turn your head and say, hey, this building is nice. Who built this property? And you start Googling, as I usually do. I look at the property and I start Googling who did it and all of it. I think it's an obsession. Do you think it's an obsession so far? But that's what I do, and I check the company that bought. So you're going to do exactly that, and you're going to find that KG is the one that bought this property. So that's my dream. That's my future move, to be in property development. However, I started small, very small. But where exactly did I start? I started, guys, with the property that I bought in Protea Glen in Extension 29 in 2011. So I liked the property. It was a 3-bedroom house, nice sized bedroom houses. I bought 3-bedroom houses because I was planning to stay with my mother and my sisters, and it did not happen. That's another story for another day, because I think I'm not ready to speak about, and I don't think I want to speak about it as I haven't spoken to my mom about it. And once we find that space, that's when I'm going to come in front of this camera and tell you what exactly happened. But yeah, so 3-bedroom, well sized. It was a 55 square meter house. It had a small sitting room, just small sitting room. Extending it, I knew it was going to cost me an arm and leg and head and chest and everything, and I didn't want to touch that. So one of the things that I did not like about this property is because it did not have a shower. It had a bathtub, and I do not like a bathtub. I do not like a bathtub. The one that I wanted to buy, it had a bathtub, and so it was 60 square meters, and it was going for 410. And I was told that I cannot afford that one. Instead, I can afford this one, the 381,055 square meter house. I had no option, but I took it. Sometimes you don't have option, but we move on, you soldier on. Then I took the house. I still do not like, guys, I still do not like the bathtub. I do not like the bathtub. I do not like the idea that I have to pour the water in this whole thing, and then it has to fill up. After filling up, I'm going to bath on my back and standing. I feel like I'm bathing in my own debt, in my own sins, and then after that I have to clean it up. It's a whole lot of process. I don't like that part. I just want to come in, water run, and when the water runs, it cleans all my sin, and my sins disappear to somewhere that I don't know. I can even bath, I can even shower in 2 minutes, depending on how the rush hour. But let me know, guys, what do you guys prefer? What do you prefer? Do you prefer the shower or the bathtub? Shower, bathtub? Let me know in the comment section. Then what I did is I went and I spoke to one of the guys, the plumber. He was still busy working on the newly built houses since they were not completed. Spoke to him. He came to the house. I showed him what I wanted to do, and he agreed and said he can do it. He gave me a quotation and the things that I have to go and buy. I went and I got all. Then he said he will come on a Sunday, because Saturdays they're still working and they're closing like 5 p.m. later now. So Sunday morning, 6 a.m. he came and he started digging, drilling the wall. He removed the toilet. He put it in the next bathroom. He connected the drainage system. He connected the water and the pipes and everything, and it looked seamless, simple, and it was fast. I was like, this guy is really good. This guy is really good. Then we moved over to where the toilet was. He started connecting the pipes, the drainage pipes, the copper pipes, hot water and cold water, and he did all the things, and it was set. It was ready. He said, do not use it. Do not use the toilet. Do not use the shower today, at least tomorrow. And I spoke to my friend, Chimaro, and I was using it, which was perfect. But a week later, as I stepped out of the house, I checked. There was water coming from the wall, like the wall was wet. And I called the guy, please come check this out. And he came and he opened up and found out that it was leaking. Open and drain the water and then stick it together again. We left it open for a week. And he was coming every night after work, since he was working around. Every week he was coming to check how it was going. He was a very reliable person. Then a week later, it was sharp. We closed it up, and voila, that was it. That's how I got my hands dirty. That's how I got started. And from this project, what I've learned is the OPS, other people's skills. Using other people's skills to get what you want. I knew nothing about plumbing, but I knew that I could get someone with the skill to get me the shower that I wanted, to move the toilet from that side to the bathtub side. And I've learned to use other people's skill to build whatever I want. And I'm using it today. And I'm working as well. If you're thinking that's a bad thing, it's not a bad thing. You are working today at a business, at a place, and your boss is using your skill, all the founders use your skill to get where they want. So it's all good thing, don't worry. And please let me know from this video, what is your takeaway? What have you learned from this video? What is that one thing that stood out for you? Like stood up? Your aha moments, your aha moment. Let me know our aha moments. And if you have done a property renovation or you've got started, let me know in the comment section which one was your first project to start with and how did it go. Let me know. And if you've never got your hands dirty, let me know which one do you plan to do next. And the community will then advise. If you like this video, you will definitely going to like this one. And if you are interested about investing and learning about real estate, you will, my friend, subscribe to this video. You will, my friend, subscribe to this channel, because we're planning to bring you more informative, more educative property content now to the future. And thank you for joining this channel. Thank you so much for joining the winning team, the winning property team, and we will see you on the next one.